All right, let's get this show started.
Conor McGregor has reportedly reached a settlement with Artem Lobov over their disputes surrounding the creation and sale of the proper No. 12 whiskey brand. The agreement brings an end to a legal battle involving Lobov, McGregor's former sparring partner and close friend, who sought a share of the profits, claiming he played a key role in the early development of the brand, including its name and overall concept. The dispute stemmed from McGregor's highly lucrative sale of his majority stake in proper No. 12, which reportedly generated hundreds of millions of dollars. Lobov argued that his contributions entitled him to a percentage of those earnings, ultimately taking legal action to pursue his claim. While the exact terms of the settlement have not been disclosed, Lobov is said to be satisfied with the outcome, bringing a definitive close to the high-profile dispute. Former UFC heavyweight Mark Hunt has been arrested in New South Wales on charges of stalking or intimidation with intent to cause physical harm. Police confirmed Hunt was taken into custody on Tuesday evening in the Northern Rivers region after responding to a call-out at a residential property. He was transported to Ballina Police Station where he was formally charged. At a subsequent court hearing, prosecutors alleged that Hunt sent a threatening text message stating, "I'm just going to murder you in the end anyway." The defense disputes that the message was sent. Authorities also alleged Hunt engaged in intimidating behavior during a domestic-related incident, causing fear and distress to a family member. Hunt was initially denied bail but was later granted conditional release following his first court appearance. He is due back in court on April 30th. Things have heated up between Paddy Pimblett and Mateusz Gamrot. After Gamrot submitted Esteban Ribovics during the prelims at UFC 327, he mentioned Pimblett as a potential opponent he'd like to face next. During a UFC 327 watch-along on his YouTube channel, Pimblett reacted with surprise to seeing Gamrot on the card and took shots at him, saying that no one gives a fuck about him, despite him being ranked number 8 in the lightweight division.
How's this Gamrot? Gamrot fighting? Who's he fighting? I didn't even know Gamrot was fighting, lad. That's what, like, no one gives a f about him, you know, it's mad. He's rank 8 and he's fighting on the prelims, lad. Is this Ribovics ranked? This is Gamrot's second fight in 3 fights that he's fighting someone unranked and he's in the top 10. Genuinely just shows nobody cares about him.
Gamrot has since responded, firing back at Pimblett on X. "You talk way too much. Say that to my face. UFC, give me that clown anytime." A Bellator legend paid a heavy price. Former 2-division Bellator champion Patricio Pitbull suffered a unanimous decision loss to Aaron Pico at UFC 327 this past weekend. The defeat cost Pitbull his spot in the featherweight top 15, dropping down 2 spots, while Pico took over his number 13 ranking. But the rankings weren't the worst part. Days after the fight, Pitbull revealed he suffered a broken orbital early in the bout, an injury that severely impacted his vision and performance.
Fala galera, tô passando aqui para dar uma explicação para vocês, aquelas pessoas que torcem por mim e acompanharam aí minha última luta nesse sábado. Hoje é terça-feira, então 3 dias da minha luta. Parabéns ao meu adversário, estava bem treinado, estava muito rápido. Algumas pessoas, né, falando aí da mídia que eu estava bem no primeiro round e tive uma queda de rendimento muito forte do primeiro para o segundo. Acontece que eu tomei um golpe limpo dentro do olho, com o olho aberto, uma sequência de jab direto, e acabou fraturando aqui o orbital com essa lateral do nariz. E isso comprometeu a minha visão logo no início do segundo round, então o que me restou foi tentar me proteger ali dos golpes que estavam vindo. Lógico, tentei atacar também, mas com muito pouco sucesso, sendo atingido com sequências avassaladoras durante todo o segundo round. E quem viu percebeu que o coroa tem um queixinho ainda que dá para aguentar umas pedradas. Infelizmente era o que estava ao meu alcance, das condições que eu estava. Não estou dando desculpa, pelo contrário, não é demérito do meu adversário. Eu ter ficado sem visão durante o combate foi um mérito total do meu adversário, pois foi proveniente de um golpe. Então parabéns ao Pico, mas estarei de volta em breve. Abraço. Osso.
Sean Strickland and Michel Pereira are back at it again. Strickland recently shared new footage from his training camp ahead of his upcoming title clash with Khamzat Chimaev at UFC 328. In the clip, the two once again go to war, exchanging heavy shots in the final seconds of a round.
Yep, 30 seconds. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Let's go.
Michael Bisping has high praise for Josh Hokit. Speaking on the latest episode of his BYM podcast with Paul Felder, Bisping praised Hokit's pre-fight antics and trash talk, saying he loves his attitude. He added that if Hokit is really like that in real life, it makes him even more impressed, suggesting the UFC may have a new star in the making.
Josh Hokit versus Curtis Blaydes. We might just have the new king of cringe on our hands, right? Step aside, Henry Cejudo. Your time is done. Pass the flowers, pass the bandana, pass the cheesy lines, past the offensive terminology, which, by the way, I don't find any of it offensive. I couldn't care less. And if you do get offended, get a grip of yourself. The man's just trying to be funny and entertaining and be remembered. But I tell you what, man, a star is born, because all week it was all Josh Hokit. That's all people were talking about, because Yuri's cool. We love Yuri. We'll talk about that in a minute. Ulberg's a quiet guy. Josh Hokit stole everything. All the attention was him. He was, I don't know what he was doing. He was like being Macho Man Randy Savage. Then he was pretending he was terrified at the weigh-ins and saying he was so nervous and stuff. And then, to Laura Sanko, I don't play chess, but I know a queen when I see one, And then I saw Zach retweet someone, one of his old roommates from college, was like, listen, that's how he is all the time. He's certifiably out of his mind.
Yeah.
And that makes me love it, because if you're just putting on an act all the time and then the cameras go off, and there was that little clip where the cameras went off and he had a little laugh and he was himself for a second, because of course you don't act like that 24/7. But if that's who he is, that's great.
Curtis Blaydes believes he did enough to earn the win over Josh Hokit at UFC 327. Their back-and-forth battle is already being talked about as one of the greatest heavyweight fights in recent memory, with the two combining more than 390 significant strikes across 3 intense rounds. However, when the scorecards were read, Hokit was awarded a unanimous 29-28 decision, leaving Blaydes frustrated with the outcome. Speaking to MMA Fighting's Damon Martin, Blaydes broke down the fight and explained why he believes he should have had his hand raised. Light heavyweight title at UFC 327, Carlos Ulberg somehow managed to lose the belt. Literally. Speaking to Fox Sports Australia, Ulberg revealed that after his knockout victory over Yuri Prohaska in Miami, the celebration quickly got out of hand, and the belt went missing in the process. Ulberg explained, "I've lost the belt, bro. I don't know exactly where it is. Initially after winning, the plan was to not have a drink. But you know how things go, right? First, someone gives you a champagne to celebrate. Then one thing leads to another and you're doing shots. So it's okay, I'll have another and another and another. We've got a big group of boys over here in Miami, and when the fight was done, we all went out to the after party at a nightclub. Then after that, it was back to one of the boys' apartment and we all hung out there. I didn't want to be carrying the belt around, so I think it's still there at the apartment somewhere. One of the boys probably has it in bed with him." Paulo Costa shared footage of himself running into Carlos Ulberg in a hotel lobby. In the clip, Costa joked that he was the one who stole Ulberg's belt. Costa captioned the video, "I met Carlos Ulberg at a hotel lobby. Coincidentally, he lost the belt right after that. I'm Brazilian, but I have nothing to do with that. If I find it, I'll let you know."
Here's from UFC 327, Carlos Ulberg. Kicking it with Captain. We're here at the Flight Hotel still. You too, man. It's you, man. Stop, but yeah. Take care.
Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Pencil Shaving. Number 2 meme was posted by Wary Breath. And number 1 meme was posted by Undisputed Take. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of MMA. Catch you tomorrow.